may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at T. The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season, 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Jaguars in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another carry for Pierce. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first. First and 10, it's Pierce. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. 6-0 our score after 1. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Room hit, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I loved how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. So a change of position. On the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Gets the dump off to Pierce. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They've got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Texans scoop it. And some space here. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Texans 29, Jaguars nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Now Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
First down and goal to go.
Lawrence going to throw again. They'll drop this one off with ETN. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Myers' kick is good. They knock that deficit down from 29-26. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Ross on the return. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jair Elam makes a pick. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Flush to his right. Jones has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Desmond King to return it from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Here we go,
the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And to throw again is Lawrence. Looking deep for Julio. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
That's good for another Jaguars.
Lawrence will throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 10-yard line.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with ETN, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all out.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. King going to look to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Lawrence on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Texans, they remain as